So I'm back. Yes, I know. It's been maybe like 30 minutes. So I just want to reiterate on earlier, the spirit just keep tugging at me, you guys, we as women, we got to realize our worth, our value, whether you're a woman or a man. And, when we realize these things, then, we will not have such a difficult life accomplishing anything, whether it's financial, whether it's, love, whether it's anything that we want to grow from or evolve from in this time life. As we got to keep remembering to seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness and remembering to stand on his word as he says he declared by all means that we choose life. Well, his plans and hopes for us, our life is to bless us, to give us the promise, the things of our heart's desires. But he cannot give us those things when we're not in order and not doing things all according to his laws and the way that we should be doing in regards, which is the straight way. When we don't value ourselves, this looks like, um, okay, my version to help broaden people horizon a little bit. It's like going to look for a car. You're shopping for a car, right? You don't want no any kind of car. This say you've been working, you saving up X amount of dollars, whether it's 2,000, 3,000, 1,500. At the end of the day, it's still your money, your hard earned time that you put in, and it's your small investment that you're looking to achieve a big investment that's gonna bring, more comfort, less stress to your life, right? You want a vehicle that's not gonna give you no problems, that ain't got nothing wrong with it, that comes with a warranty. You want to go somewhere where you get good service. Anything goes wrong with it, you can take it back and get it fixed with no problem, no hassle. Okay, but at the same time, when we go back to value, how we should know our worth and our value. Once you take that car off that lot, it depreciates in value no matter where you go, how many miles you put on it, whatever you do to it from that day forth, it depreciates in value. Same with you when you're going through these relationships or whatever you may be dealing with. You have to realize and come to grips in regards to your value. What does that look like for you? What does that look like from you? You know what I'm saying? From your life right now, your standing point. What does that look like? Because no matter what, at the end of the day, you're depreciating your self value when you allow yourself to stay confined in toxic, narcissistic, relationships, things that yet to serve you, where you're not evolving from, where, like I was saying earlier, prime example, like I said, this is reiterated on that message because the spirit keep, talking about this is very important, especially in this time of day, this season, you guys, it's 2023. Like, who want to keep staying in those same broken, situations where things not growing, where there's no life, where things around it, just dying out, the dry bones, you feel like you're in the desert, it's desert, deserted, you're feeling secluded, depreciating yourself worth and value to help compromise somebody else's happiness. This is not love, that is not living, and it's not of God, period. But this looks like a lot of this for a lot of us, because a lot of us look like, I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of waiting for my king. I'm tired of waiting for my queen. I just want somebody to love me. But when you gonna learn to love yourself enough to walk away and realize, you know what, I don't care if I had to spend a lifetime with myself and pouring that love back into myself, to know that, you know what, I'm not gonna settle. It's not for no anything. Because I know that God predestined a man to be with a woman, and that just as well the woman to be with a man, your soul mate, not no soul tie, to where, hey, it takes two in this lifetime, you know what I'm saying? To be one flesh, to be on one accord, to do those things in which, God has predestined or ordained in marriage as a couple or a power couple to do, to go forward and do his will so that you may be blessed abundantly. This society, what it looks like, is keeping us divided, you guys. You know what I'm saying? Women independent. I'm independent. I got my own money. I don't, you know what I'm saying, need no man to do anything for me. I just want loyalty and respect. But damn, sis, that's all you want? Because that's not very much. Or I just want a woman, you know what I'm saying, long as, she's being loyal to me and she respecting me or whatever. Not I do everything. Dang, king, that's all you want? Because that's not very much. Everything happens in order. You have to sit down and really be real with yourself and write it down. Make the vision plain. What is it that you really, really want? What does this look like? What do I want my king to look like? What do I want my queen to look like? And then on top of that, once you write these things out, you do the work. Yeah. The same things that you want out of that person, you got to be willing to give too. You got to be real with yourself and be willing to walk whatever you put on that paper. Because it's not fair us always wanting these things. Let's be real. But yeah, instead, we're not doing the work. We're not getting ourselves together. We're not doing what we need to do as well. And while we're in remission, waiting on that king or queen on six figures. He got to look like this. But what you look like, sis? What you look like, king? He got to have this in the bank. Okay, but what your bank account look like, sis? What your bank look like, king? He got to be driving this type of car. I mean, it's just so sad, you guys, because a lot of us are so complacent in these mindsets and it's been so conditioned to be so materialistic, so low vibrational, such things of this world that's not getting you nowhere, it's not holding no value or no weight. And guess what? Even with those things that you're looking outside of yourself or taking pleasure in, and trying to find comfort in or feel like that's what's your quality or your definition or your standard of a relationship, and it still don't work. Once you get those things, it's like, when are you going to look in the mirror and realize, dang, like, where am I missing the mark? Where am I missing the mark? Seriously, where am I missing the mark? Okay, so I have a job, I have the house, I have the kid, you know what I'm saying? I have the wife qualities or whatever, whatnot. But why is it hard for me to keep a man? Why is it hard for me to keep a wife? What is it within me that I'm still struggling with on a day-to-day basis? When are we going to still hold ourselves accountable to the things of such that we know good doggone well that we're struggling with, but yet instead we'll cover it up, dress it up, but throw shade at whomever when we know we got our own skeletons? I don't get that. Love, true love, what people don't realize is when we miss the mark, it's about evolving. It's spelled backwards, evolve. If you're not evolving and being ye transformed by the renewing of your mindsets, and you're not pulling yourself into God and doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, not that we're perfect, but it's all about that mustard seed. I'm going to go back to, like God said, that mustard seed, faith, doing the work, day by day, forgiving yourself, forgiving those who wronged you, not dragging the same old mess into the new situations that you may come across. Because sometimes you can miss your mark and you can miss your king or queen by still being stuck in them dry bone places or such because of what you done been through. A lot of times we curse ourselves because it's this tongue. Yeah. Yeah. It's the power in the tongue. And then it's funny because, when you curse yourself or you wish bad on others, you don't realize that you fall right in that initial trap that you wish bad for someone else. Supposed to curse not, but bless always. God bless you. I'm sorry that didn't work out, between us or whatever. Now I'm sorry, I couldn't be all that you want me to be. Maybe, what I'm saying, I'm not for you, you're not for me. And guess what? It's no ill will. But guess what? I love you still. God bless you and goodbye. I hope you find what you're looking for. But obviously what you're looking for is not here. And not being funny or throwing no shade or whatever, not, I didn't allow, this enough. And I love myself enough to, hey, I just gotta part ways with this because this is not serving me. No more. No more. No more. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. I, Heavenly Father, is so tired of, fornication, abomination, adultery, You know, we look at like, we so content in society, a lot of us being that side chick, knowing this man is tied to someone else, or whether you know or not, at the end of the day, I look at like, you sit down with a person, and I feel like we all should do this, even men or women. And sometimes, the best recipe is to just be quiet and just listen, feel a person out. Sometimes you find a lot when you just let a person talk, or you just open up and you just allow them. You ask them, "What's your future goals? What you plan on doing?" You know what I'm saying? Where can you see yourself in X amount of years? What do you want out of life? How are you as a mother or a father? You know what I'm saying? What do you see in a relationship? What would you require? What standards would you hold me to? If we was together. You know what I'm saying? Just to really feel out a person, you'd be surprised. And sometimes we still turn a blind eye when people tell us truly how they feel and what their standards are. Oh Lord, you're silly for real. Wow. But guess what? You still find yourself stuck in it when you should have been running because they was being real with you. But see, once again, that's what's wrong with us. We take everybody's a joke. We take everybody's a game. Why is that? Life is not about games, playing video games all day with people. You know what I'm saying? Wasting people's time, or, love bombing on people, what I'm saying? Taking people for granted. There's so many people that's spazzing the, way out because, you're playing on their heartstrings. People ain't got the time and the patience. Such low tolerance, what I'm saying, for the BS. Man, y'all better start playing games with these people. You see what's going on when you see the news and stuff, whatever, whatnot. And not only just that, when that king want to walk away, let them go. Snip, snip. I wish you the best. God bless you. I don't hate you. You know what I'm saying? I wish you the best. I hope you find what you're looking for. Because I rather, if I could save our friendship with you, you never know when you might need that person again. We so quick to walk away when it's bitter, when it's bad. But why do we have to wait till things get bad in order to find our way out? You don't have to hate you or get to that point to where, what I'm saying, I had to do as such, or act out of character when I'm telling you this is how I'm feeling and I keep going through these same old cycles. Come on, hello, am I talking to someone? Like, seriously. It's like it don't take all that. But nowadays, what I'm saying, the adversary come in like a flood, like he says, to see who he can fill up. And sometimes when you find those people that's doing that, they really don't mean you're no good. They only there to compromise your mental, your spiritual, and your emotional well-being, to make you miserable. It's like they get a high off of seeing you're miserable. And then when you ask them, well, why is it, you rather be with me, but you don't want to see me with nobody else, but this is really not where you're happy to be, because I can see actions speak louder than words, but what is this? What are we doing? Let's move around. They don't want to hear that. I don't know. Well, you know, maybe I'm just being dumb. Maybe I'm just doing crazy things, whatever. But if you speaking these things out of his mouth and you're aware of that, now you're insulting my intelligence. Because devil, you know what you're doing. Deceiver. That's misery. And I don't entertain misery because misery love company all the time. All the time. You know, we got to wake up. I don't know, this morning I was in the shower. I meant to speak on this earlier, and it's crazy because, whenever I take a shower, I don't know if many of you like this or not, when you, like, literally come out the world and, when God want to get to you, he can. But I was taking a shower and I just heard so clear, wake up, wake up. It was like, and it's funny because it's like I couldn't hear a physical bell, but I heard like a spiritual alarm. You know how I like them alarms that have not the ones we buy in the store, but the one where you wind the clock and it go like ding 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 ding, but you hear it ringing, and I heard the ring go off in my ear. Wake up, wake up, wake up. How many of you right now is going through that? How many of you right now is experiencing this? You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed. Period. I've been there. Because long as you allow yourself to stay in those dry, dead end places, mind you, that's when you get, you know, should I say? I don't like using that word, but you already know. Long as you, I'm going to say again, continue to allow yourself to stay in those same dry, dead end places where you're complacent, you're comfortable, you find yourself withered up, like I said earlier in the other video. Like I said, it's not easy. It takes time. But mind you, guys, you know what I'm saying? I said it's a shift this year. I don't know. I just feel it. And I just feel like whatever's going to happen, it's not going to be good. And it's going to shake everything that can be shaken. And when I tell you, it's going to shake everybody to their core, it's not no joke. It's not no joke. I've been feeling it so long. I've been getting like these chills, like I mean, anybody who, I know there's people out there that's going through this, but how many of you have been feeling like these chills, like a cool, like a this, like, ooh, some of the atmosphere just feel off. And it ain't even cold outside. Like you so in tune with yourself. And you know what I'm saying? You don't really have to be the healthiest person, but you just feel some of your aura like something is off. I don't know what it is, but something ain't right. Something is coming. And everything that you're not anchored in God, you know what I'm saying? Like He weeding the tares from the wheats, and you with those people, like I said, being hypocrites. You with those people who don't mean you no good. You know what I'm saying? God been telling you, get the hell away from them people. You gonna sink with them. You gonna sink with them. Everybody come out, Lord, Lord, but mind you, everybody screaming, Lord, Lord. He's not hearing because a lot of people still playing, and their God is a game. They pick him up on what, on the Sabbath day, or they pick him up on a Sunday, which we know that's a lie. They toying with God, you know what I'm saying, only for convenience or some things they want. They only praising him when they get things good, but not a bad. They're not thanking him for the little that they do got in order to get blessed for way more, you know what I'm saying, abundance. But they cursing him this day, treating him like he just, a toy. Okay? But as I was saying, this message was to reiterate on earlier. What's your value? Why you're not valuing yourself? Are you depreciating your value? Because the more things that you allow negative or person to disrespect you, or you to compromise your freedom, your happiness, your spiritual and mental growth from evolving to satisfy others, someone else, to keep them happy, the more stagnant and discombobulated and your value decreasing in self-worth. It's tiresome. It's miserable. It's mentally, physically, emotionally stressful. You cannot grow in those places when it's one-sided. It's teeter-totter. You're arguing every day. And then on top of them, you get to the point where you feel disconnected. It's over with. It's over with. And that person know. Men know just like women know. They know. They know. Don't let nobody make you feel guilty. They know. But see, what's so sad about it is they still not even willing to fix themselves, to adjust themselves, to compromise, to be willing to come together. You know what I'm saying? To work through whatever entanglements or whatever errors or whatever they was, going through, what I'm saying, to strengthen y'all bond. They will say, you know what, the hell with it. This the one right here. It is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. It's sad, man. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna tell you about me. I don't have time to be playing. I ain't finna play with you. You feel me? And you're not finna waste my time, devil. You are a lie. Get behind thee, Satan. Do you hear me? You're not finna make me old before my time, and you're not finna put me in the grave before my time either. Do you hear me? Because one thing about it, like Tyler Perry said, if you can't find peace in two places of this earth, and it's in your home or the grave, then something is wrong. Something is wrong. Some gotta change, some gotta go. I gotta do an inventory check, something. I gotta check in with me. And guess what? If you don't want to go, Satan then guess what? I will move myself out the way. How about that? This is a mindset that we gotta have, queens, kings, because what's going on right now with all this confusion, and I'm not gonna speak on certain things that we can't even speak on YouTube, but we done seen some things, and especially kids, the way they coming about now, you don't even have to have a woman to have a child now. Man, woo, man. Let me tell you, boy, I know y'all been seeing on the blogs. It's, woo, I'm just gonna, that's a whole nother topic, but all I'm saying is know your worth, man. Know when it's time to walk away. You know what I'm saying? Easy said and done. If you know it's not easy for you to walk away, you know what I'm saying? There are safety plans out there. There are resources that's lined up for you, you know what I'm saying, to move and be able to make that move safely. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you got to do to get away. You know what I'm saying? This is not the time or day or age to be playing with yourself, you know what I'm saying, playing with your life. You know what I'm saying? As we all have callings on our life, we have a purpose, and God will protect His purpose. But at the same time, when God sound that alarm and you're not listening, you will self-destruct. You'll be your own demise because you turn a blind ear to what you're seeing. Because once again, you're too complacent in it. Many of us are complacent in it. Don't want to be alone. Gotta have a man. Gotta have a woman. I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life because I feel like, it ain't no good women or good men out there. Okay. Not giving yourself time to heal. Forming all these soul ties. A soul tie is so hard to get rid of. And when you keep forming so many and having them in your body, it's like, oh my goodness. Shit is real. Excuse my French, Lord. Real. You gotta do the work to get rid of that person. You know what I'm saying? You gotta scratch the surface. You know what I'm saying? You gotta purge. Do all that, and that takes time. And it's not fun. The process is not fun, you guys. You know what I'm saying? The process is not fun. How many of you had to do that ugly cry? I have. Think it's a game. And it ain't doing no ugly cry because you missed that person at the time. That's what makes you mad. It's the time you invested. The stupidity that when a person make you feel so low or less than. How you start to feel stupid for even allowing or thinking that things can change. Because you allow your own self to be deceived. Okay. Wake up. As God told me this morning. Snap out of it. Come out of this world. Learn to let go and let God and live a life according to His will, not yours. Our life is not ours alone, and people need to realize that we've been bought with a price. We're not living our own life. We're not here by mistake. We all have a purpose and a calling and things that we should be doing. And mind you, if we know, and if we really knew our life spot, well, we really do when you think about it. You do good if you make it to 100. You do good if you make it to 80. But when you think about that for real, in a spiritual mindset, that's not long. Once you hit 30, you might well say you almost damn near, excuse my friend, at 50. Once you hit 50, you might well say, damn, you almost, excuse my friend, at 70. That's not long. Your life ain't nothing but a vapor. It's almost like you blow your breath and you get out the shower. And you know how you got that fog and then it dries up real quick? That's our life. Kid you not. When you think of it and on a subconscious level, that's not long at all. So therefore, what I'm saying is, why stay and invest that time somewhere miserable or where you can't grow, where there's no life, where there's no light, more darkness, where there's confusion, stagnation. You know what I'm saying? To where that consumes you in your life, your whole entire life. No, we're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we are all sinners. We didn't, ain't nobody perfect than God, the Lord, the Savior. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, our Father. But yet said, as His word says, if we submit ourselves to Him and give it to Him, lay it at His feet, be real with Damn, let me tell you something. You know what's so deceiving? You know these Bluetooth, and I think about even like I got one in my ear right now. And I'ma still say this. Y'all will make y'allself, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been there. We'll make ourselves look so good being out here talking to ourselves up like, who ain't talking to? Oh, I'm on my phone. But when it comes out talking to God like that, it's a God in you, you wouldn't even give him a time of day. You ain't there to do it. But I do. I started learning how to talk to him, sure do. Even if you gotta work yourself into it, it don't matter. It's still that faith. It's there. That mustard seed is there. Little by little, day by day, you will get there. Trust me. Because it's funny how, like I said, once again, you can use the Bluetooth to teleport and talk to someone. You know what I'm saying? Without even having to touch your phone. And folks when you cry like, who's she talking to? Remember how everybody looking folks crazy? Not everybody so commonly know now. Oh shoot, she on her Bluetooth. But why you can't do that for God? And He right in you. You ain't gotta have nothing in your ear. He's in your subconscious mind, your heart. Mm, just food for thought. But as I was saying, I just want to retouch on that. It's time to snap out of this illusion. It's time to, what I'm saying, build the black families. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't like using the word black because black is dark. They've been using that against us for so long. We are not black. We are melanated queens and kings. Beautiful. You know what I'm saying? We are particular priests and chosen priesthood. Period. There's no other race that can produce as melanated as we are. Our Christ, our Father, we have the trait, the gene, and they know that. No other race can produce what we are. And at the end of the day, no matter what they say, we will be the ones standing still. Trust me. You see it already. Everybody already trying to inbreed in us and breed with us. You got the Caucasian, you got the, Hispanics, all them. White trying to mix in with us. I mean, come on now. Think about it. Know your worth. You are a king. You are a queen. You are powerful beyond measure. You are more than a conqueror. You can do anything in this life like God says. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's not by my strength, it's his strength. That he gets the glory. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I know I'm talking to someone. I know this message is for someone. Hey, it might be for me too. I ain't Xing myself out. But until then, God bless. Y'all be safe out there, keep your eyes open, be sober as God says, and stay focused. Remember, anything that's in your life, before I go, anything that's in your life that's not serving you, sit down today. Meditate on it. Go to God, ask him, to show you where you're coming up short at. Many of us already know. We've been seeing it. But to then, be blessed.